Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a funny little thing called karma. Shall we? Karma. It's that unseen hand, that quiet force we all pretend doesn't exist. But oh, does it have a way of balancing things out? Especially when people think they've got life figured out. Think they've outsmarted pain, tricked heartbreak, evaded consequences. They think they've left someone shattered on the floor, that they're free to walk away unscathed. They believe they're immune, invincible, untouchable. But that's where the real story begins, isn't it? Because no one escapes karma, no one. You see, they left you standing in the ruins of something you believed in. They walked away, like you were nothing more than yesterday's news. Like your pain was just collateral damage. Like your heartbreak was something that passed, and you felt every inch of it. Didn't you? You felt the heartbreak echo through your bones, the pain sear its way into your soul. But here's the thing, while you were healing, picking up those shattered pieces, they were setting the stage for their own downfall. Karma doesn't knock politely, it sneaks in. It waits until they least expect it. And now, they're the ones hurting. Isn't that poetic? You see, the pain they inflicted was a lesson they couldn't learn. But life? Oh, life has its ways. Now, they're feeling that empty void they left in you. Now, they're the ones haunted by memories, by regrets, by the emptiness they tried to ignore. The tables have turned, and the hurt they left in their wake. Well, it's circling back around like a storm. They thought they'd escaped, and you're free. You're stronger, wiser. Walking away from the ashes they thought would bury you. They thought they could build their happiness on the ruins of someone else's thought. They could find light by snuffing out yours. But now that emptiness they tried to leave you with, it's theirs to carry. They're the ones who feel it every day, the ones who look for peace and can't find it, who search for love only to realize it slipped through their fingers the moment they betrayed it, because that's how karma works. My friend, it takes its time, but when it strikes, it's merciless. You were left in darkness, forced to face demons they could never handle. But now they're the ones haunted by the realization of what they lost, of who they could have been, of the love they'll never have again. They tried to escape the consequences, to bury the truth, to walk away from the damage they caused. But truth has a funny way of showing up when you least expect it. And regret is the kind of ghost that never leaves. So here's to karma. Here's to the pain they now carry. Here's to the price they thought they'd never have to pay. And here's to you, rising from the ashes they left behind. Remember this, my friend. Life may not always be fair, but karma always is. How ironic, isn't it? They thought they could control the game twist, the pieces play with hearts like pawns on a chessboard. They thought they could laugh at your pain, walk away from the wreckage and bask in the sunshine as if nothing ever happened but life. It has this delightful way of turning the tables, and now they're the ones sitting in that silence. The same silence they left you with, only now. It's not peaceful, it's haunting, it's relentless. The same emptiness they created, it's clawing back at them. Now you see, when they walked away, they took pieces of you, yes, pieces of trust, pieces of innocence, pieces of ancience, pieces of hope, and they left you in that fragile state, didn't they? Fragile, but not broken. And as you picked yourself back up, as you rebuilt from the ground, they tried to bury you in something changed. You rose up with strength they never saw coming, and now as they look back, they realize they didn't just lose a lover or a friend. They lost someone who brought meaning to their world, someone who believed in them. They lost their anchor, and it's that loss they can't shake no matter how hard they try. They thought they'd find freedom, liberation, excitement without you. But what did they find instead? Loneliness, regret, a creeping realization that they traded something real for an illusion, something precious, for something empty. And every day that truth settles in a little deeper, it's like a stain they can't scrub away, no matter how much they distract themselves, no matter how many temporary thrills they chase. Because the memory of you, it's not something they can erase. Oh, they'll try to forget.
Cooking at home, reading labels, and flavoring food with herbs or lemon instead of salt can save your heart more than you know. But salt isn't the only hidden threat in your kitchen. There's another vegetable that looks completely innocent until you realize it's igniting inflammation and silently raising your blood pressure with every bite. Let's talk about that. Next, 3 red chili peppers, the fiery red chili peppers ingredient that's fueling your heart's downfall. For many seniors, food is more than nourishment. It's memory culture, even comfort, and nothing brings that. Alive like a little spice, a dash of red chili pepper, a spicy stew, a kick of heat. It's tradition, it's flavor, it's passion. But what many don't realize is that this fiery little vegetable may be lighting a slow, burning fuse inside your chest. Red chili peppers, especially the hot concentrated varieties, trigger a cascade of reactions in your body. They stimulate your nervous system, raise adrenaline, and increase your heart rate for a younger, healthy person. This might not be a problem, but after age 60, when arteries are more rigid and the heart is more sensitive, this extra stimulation becomes dangerous. I've seen older patients come into my clinic with heart palpitations, chest tightness, or spikes in blood pressure, often after a spicy meal, and yet they never suspected the culprit was the pepper. The problem isn't just heat. It's the body's stress response. Your blood vessels tighten, blood pressure surges, and if you already have heart disease or hypertension, that one spicy meal can push your heart into a dangerous rhythm or even trigger an attack over time. Frequent consumption of hot chili peppers can lead to chronic inflammation in your vascular system, wearing down the very pathways your heart relies on to keep you alive. Now, I'm not saying you need to live without flavor, but you don't need fire to make food delicious. Mild herbs, garlic, ginger, and citrus can bring your meals alive without taxing your heart. Listen to your body. The foods you crave may be comforting, but comfort shouldn't come at the cost of cardiac stress. And if spicy foods are silently harming your heart, what about something that's praised for healing, but when eaten raw can turn dangerous fast? You may be surprised by the next 1-4 raw garlic. When raw garlic, nature's medicine, turns against your heart, garlic has earned its place in the world of natural healing. For centuries, it's been praised for lowering cholesterol, thinning the blood, and supporting heart health. Many seniors trust it deeply, adding raw cloves to their meals or even swallowing them whole, like medicine. And while garlic can indeed be powerful power when misused, can quietly become poison. What most don't realize is that raw garlic is a potent blood thinner, and when combined with certain heart medications, especially anticoagulants like Warfarin or aspirin, it can dangerously amplify their effects. This means your blood may become too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, bruising, and in some cases, life-threatening hemorrhages. I've treated patients who had nosebleeds that wouldn't stop, black stools, or sudden drops in blood pressure, all while believing they were being healthy with garlic. But it's not just about bleeding garlic when eaten. In large raw quantities can also lower blood pressure abruptly for someone already taking medication for hypertension. This can cause dizziness, fatigue, or even fainting. At a certain point, the heart doesn't get the blood flow it needs, and that's where real damage begins. The frustrating part. It feels like you're doing everything right. You're not eating junk. You're not being careless. You're just trusting in a remedy that's been celebrated for generations. The truth is, even natural foods have limits. And after 60, your body changes how it responds to both food and medicine. The best health decisions are made not just from tradition, but from understanding. If you love garlic, use it cooked and moderately, but always talk to your doctor before making it a daily dose. Now, if raw garlic can pose a risk in silence, what about something even more common? Something fresh, crunchy, and often eaten raw, but might be carrying a hidden enemy. You can't see what's lurking in that healthy-looking sprout. Let's look closer. 5 raw sprouts. The innocent raw sprouts crunch that could break a senior's heart. They look fresh, vibrant, and full of life. Raw sprouts like alfalfa bean or mung sprouts are often praised as a superfood for their crunch, their enzymes, and their clean raw energy. For many health-conscious seniors, tossing a handful onto a sandwich or salad feels like the right choice. But behind their delicate appearance lies a hidden danger. that can quietly undermine your heart, and your health sprouts grow in warm, moist environments, the very conditions that bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria thrive in, while younger adults may recover from food-borne illnesses with discomfort. Seniors are at a much higher risk of severe consequence. As we age, our immune systems weaken, and the body's ability to fight off infections becomes slower and less efficient. What starts as a mild stomachache can rapidly evolve into sepsis, dehydration, or a dangerous infection of the heart, lining a condition called endocarditis. In my years treating older patients with heart conditions, I've seen how something as seemingly harmless as a contaminated sprout led to hospitalizations, irregular heart rhythms, or worsened congestive heart failure. The body can't heal the heart when it's busy fighting off an infection, and these infections often go unnoticed until it's too late. The irony is heartbreaking. You try to eat fresh, eat green, eat clean, only to be hurt by the very foods meant to nourish you. That's why raw sprouts should never be taken lightly. If you must enjoy them, cook them first. A quick sauté or steam can kill harmful bacteria while preserving flavor and nutrition in the journey to protect your heart. It's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it and how your body is able to handle it. Now, not 20 years ago, and if a sprout can harbor such risk, what about vegetables that aren't dangerous on their own, but become harmful when paired with common heart medications? What's next might be sitting on your plate tonight. 6. So, what should seniors eat? What should seniors eat to truly protect the heart? To truly protect the heart, after learning which vegetables may silently harm your heart, you might be wondering, what can you eat? What foods actually help your heart heal, strengthen, and thrive after 60? The answer isn't in trendy diets or miracle ingredients. It's in real whole vegetables that support your aging heart's unique needs, foods that reduce inflammation, balance blood pressure, nourish blood vessels, and work in harmony with your medications, instead of against them. Steamed broccoli, gently roasted carrots, sautéed kale, sweet potatoes, cooked tomatoes, and heart-healthy legumes like lentils and green beans are all excellent choices. These foods are rich in antioxidants, potassium fiber, and plant compounds that actively protect your arteries and lower strain on the heart. Unlike raw sprouts or salty pickles, these vegetables are kind to your body, easy to digest and support stable blood sugar and pressure levels. After 60, your heart doesn't need extreme diets. It needs consistency, balance, and foods that love you back. I've watched patients turn their heart health around, not through medication alone, but by building a plate that's simple, warm, and healing a cup of lightly steamed greens, a baked root vegetable, a bowl of bean soup. These small choices done daily can reverse years of silent damage. And if you're worried that healthy food has to be bland or boring, think again. Herbs like rosemary, turmeric, garlic in moderation, and fresh lemon bring flavor without stress. Food should nourish not just your heart, but your spirit. But now that you know what to eat, there's one more thing you need to do, because even the best vegetables can't help a heart that's being sabotaged by one small but deadly habit. Let's talk about that next. A heart that still has time. A heart that still has time. Your heart has been beating for you since the day you were born, over 2 billion times. By the time you reach 60, it has never asked for anything in return. But now, it's asking for your attention. Aging is not about giving up. It's about getting wiser, and wisdom means knowing that what once worked for your body may no longer serve you. The vegetables that helped you in your youth might quietly harm you. Now, if eaten the wrong way at the wrong time, or alongside the wrong medications. But here's the good news. You're not too late. The damage isn't final. Every small change you make today, what you eat, what you avoid, how you move, how you rest, can begin to reverse years of silent strain. I've seen it happen. Seniors who were tired, breathless, defeated, come back with stronger pulses, clearer minds, and lighter steps. Not because they did something extreme, but because they paid attention. They listened to their bodies. They made better choices one day at a time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Your heart still has time, still has strength, and still has love to give to you, your family, and this life you've worked so hard to build. So start today, revisit your plate, rethink your habits, reclaim your energy, because your next heartbeat is a gift, and it's yours to protect. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.